Hi all. Today we're doing something a little different. This is not a boss fight. This is instead showing off a little Easter egg area that's in the Painted World DLC. As you need to slowly make your way down, going from route to route, trying to find places where you won't fall to death. I think actually looking at this, there's probably more than one path to take, but you can see I'm trying to line up my jumps very carefully. Because I really don't want to do this more than once. But, you know, it's not too difficult. As long as you're careful. You gotta have a little bit of precision. And this all leads to us getting there, which to anyone who played the first Dark Souls, actually not even everyone that played the first Dark Souls, because the Painted World in the first game is actually fairly well hidden. Like, you could play through that game a couple of times and maybe never figure out how to access that. Which is kind of cool. I mean, there was nothing of any great importance in the Painted World first game. But, yeah. But here we go. This is very similar to how the very last part of the Painted World in the first game looked, with half-breed Priscilla standing there. She's not here this time, though. Instead, we get invaded by this NPC here. Which, is not a boss fight. It's not even that difficult of a fight. I wasn't expecting it, so I was taken a little off guard. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's had this happen. Puts me in a unique situation. Normally it's a melee boss with me casting from afar. Here, I get a taste of my own medicine. And I just hit the mic with my hand. I don't know how that's going to sound. Should I be a professional and start over? Yes, I should. But no, I'm not. Yeah. Now, funnily enough, if you fall off this this platform that you're on with this gent, you are dropped down into a real actual boss fight. A really hard actual boss fight. That took me many tries. In fact, for a lot of the boss fights that are coming up in the next few videos, you're not seeing every attempt at it like I have been with previous boss fights, because they are a lot harder, and in the case of the DLC ones, they were my first encounters with these bosses, so there's just dozens of attempts at doing it, as opposed to, 2 or 3. So, most of them you'll just see the final victory one, instead of just a series of horrible failure. I mean, seriously, does anyone really want an hour-long video with 10 seconds of victory? Yeah, see, and then you're rewarded with a pyromancy spell. But since I don't do pyromancy, like, ever, it's not very useful. But yeah, a little something different for you today, folks.